Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to my parlour, and I want to show you a few of my op shop findings that I had from a few visits to the op shops over the last couple of days. This will probably be the last one because I've been to all the op shops in the area, so there may not be any more, but I bought myself a scarf and I think it's so awfully cold here so I bought myself a little scarf. I found that today at Savers for $3.99, and it's pure wool, so that'll be nice and warm for me. I also found a beautiful fairy doll, which I want to bring over to show you because she's absolutely gorgeous. Here she is. She's absolutely gorgeous, and she has the wings, and she's on a little stand with someone's been very, very careful and beautifully made her little garden here, and she was $3 from a community op shop, and she has her wings at the back here, so she's really quite special, very well looked after, and one that will go nicely with my readings at some stage. I would like to put her into those. I'll leave her there so you can still see her pretty little face. She's lovely, and I was so pleased to find her and see that she was only $3, so I was really quite chuffed with that. Also too, from the same op shop, what did I buy from the same op shop? That was it from that one. I only bought that one doll, so yes. But I've also found some of these in another op shop, which I'll go through with you a bit later on and do a walkthrough with you. The psych cards, the great game of the human heart. I do believe this is like a deck about archetypes, so that'll be interesting. This was $4, but it's not too bad. I got this from Salvos. At the same Salvos, I found this deck. This has been around for a long time, so there's quite a few shares of this online, but I might give another go at this, and $5, which is pretty good. And the whole deck is here, so I'm quite happy with that. I haven't been drawn to this deck so much over the years, but when you find it second hand and all the cards are there, it is rather appropriate, I think, sometimes to take it home. Now, I also found some new men for my picker cards, my Picker Man card decks, Picker Man readings. I'll get it right one day. This is more vintage than some of the ones that I've had, and I found him at a Vinnie's, and he was $3, but he's vintage, more vintage than some of the ones I have. So I thought, why not get him, bring him home for my Pickermans, because I'm trying to make them more user friendly, really. And this little boy, he's not that old, but he was $2, but I think he's rather cute. Oh, I'll put him down there too. Down there. That's it. And I also found this one. I've got blue ones, but I haven't found a pink one before. It's more of a violet kind of colour, very pale violet, lavender, whatever you like to call it. But he was $5, so it's a bit more expensive. and he's marked made in Korea. So it's not a modern one, but it's not an old one either. But I think he looks quite cute, and he'll be nice for my Pick a Man readings. I also found the cards from the same shop that I used in my birthday readings, which you might remember if you watched that one. So I found those there as well, 50 cents each, which is pretty good. Today I went to Savers again and got a few things as well. I got some peg dolls for $3.99, 2 peg dolls, handmade ones. So they would be vintage, but not more retro, I suppose, depending when they were made, but they were handmade. So they'd be nice in my dollhouse. I got that one from Savers today. From Savers I also got some measuring cups and a few other little things they bag up, you know, in the kitchen area. Some measuring cups for when I make my bath bombs. So that was there today. I also found this little egg to add to my collection. It's not the best quality because the clasp isn't that strong, but I've been looking for another one. So I found that one for $2.99, which is quite good, and it can go with my flower eggs or my blue eggs, or it's a combination for my charms readings. I also found a, what do you call them? Beater, I don't know what they call them, for $2.99, a whisk as well for when I make my bath bombs and bath oils and things for the channel. And I found some stars to put my bath bombs in. And this lovely little glass bottle for containing bath oils and bubble bath. Needs a clean, and that's nothing we can't handle, nothing we can't satisfy. And that was again was $3.99, which is not bad because it's rather quite pretty. It'd be nice for bubble bath and things like that I make. Also too, not today, but and not from this other, when I went here, but I found some more books to read. To add to my collection. This is, these are $2 each. And there are about 5 or 6 of them, but I only chose 3. And they're by J.D. Robb, which is a pen name for, what shall I show you in a minute. So I got this one first, J.D. Robb, Calculated in Death. And it's a pen name, of course, for Nora Roberts. And then I got J.D. Robb, Shadows in Death. So there were a couple of other ones, but I didn't get them because I didn't really, the story itself didn't appeal to me. But this one does, these ones did. Abandoned in Death. The game's $2. I'm not sure. I've tried to read Nora Roberts, I think, a few times. I wasn't impressed with her storytelling, and the genre wasn't quite right for me. But she's writing a crime series in this one, so I'm taking a chance on it. And for $2 each, I thought, why not? Why not take a chance? And if I don't like it, I can always redonate them back to another op shop, which is quite a good idea, isn't it? It's always a good idea to help out those in need. And I also got some more Mary Higgins Clark. I like her style of writing. I've read a few of her books. Most of them I've liked. There have been some that I couldn't even get past the first chapter because it just wasn't. So it's not necessarily that you're going to like each novel an author writes. So if you've got a favourite author, you may or may not like all of her books or his books. It's not necessarily a given that you will enjoy every single one. So Mary Higgins Clark is a very light reader, writer, and her stories are enjoyable. They're not cosy mysteries at all, but they are an easy read. So if you want something to read between two serious books, Mary Higgins Clark may be a choice for you. I may have this one, but for $2 I thought I would get it again because I'm not too sure. And of course that is Mary Higgins Clark. She has since passed away. Her daughter also, Carol Higgins Clark, also writes stories, and she has written some with her daughter, which I think I shared with you the other one, didn't I? So that's one of them. She writes with Ella Fair Burke sometimes. This one I have read, but I wanted it. It's okay. It's not the best, but I want it to complete my collection. This was $3 in because I got it from a different op shop. This is a good sized book to actually read for me because the print is quite okay. So that's a combined writing, novel. I've also got Mary Higgins Clark, The Shadow of Your Smile. I enjoyed this one. I've only got the smaller novel at home, so I wanted the larger version. So I found this one, and I'm quite happy to have found it. And that was $3 as well. I haven't read this one yet. I'll Walk Alone. So it'd be interesting to see what that one was, what it'd be like. I'm not usually liking ones with children in it, with kidnapped children, but Mary Higgins Clark does write about children sometimes. Where are the children? I didn't like much, but she's come out with another book with Ella Fair Burke, Where Are the Children Now, which is a continuation of an earlier novel of Mary Higgins Clark. But it was after Mary Higgins Clark died. So I'm not too sure how much belongs to Mary Higgins Clark and how much has been continued on with Ella Fair Burke. So that'll be interesting. But this one's about a child that's been kidnapped. The mother's blamed for it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I hope there's not too much nasty stuff with children in it, because that's not my style. But I don't like stories with children being hurt. So this one might be interesting, but we'll see if I like it. And this one, as time goes by, this picture has been used on so many books. Very similar. Must be This one's $3 as well. So that'll be interesting as well. We'll see how many of these I like. If I like them enough, I'll give you a review of them. If not, they'll be going back to the op shop. So that's what I got, and I'll say this is probably the last haul, because and only because there aren't enough op shops left for me to go to, because most of them don't have much of a turnover within a few weeks or so, but they might be worthwhile going back to in a month's time, for example. But I'm not in this visit. I've got 10 more days or so to go here before my daughter gets back from Thailand. She's having a great time. She went to see the big Buddha today, and she's going to write on a paving stone for me. So my name's going to be out there in Thailand. Charms, tarot and tea parties. So that'll be interesting, won't it? So I'm out there in Thailand right now. So thank you guys for joining me today and sharing my haul with me. As I say, I'll do a reading tomorrow, probably a pick a man tomorrow. So you might meet this guy, and this one. So that will be in a reading tomorrow. I haven't got all my pick a man cards, but I will adapt with the ones that I have. So thank you very much, guys, and I will do also a walkthrough of this one, because this one looks interesting. I haven't seen it before. When I saw it, I thought I'd grab it. So let's find out what that might be as well. So thank you, guys, and until next time, so many blessings.